Hello,
What's up?
what's up? What's up? How's everybody doing? How are you doing, sir?
It's Monday.
Got you when you're drinking. It is Monday. It is Monday. I learned that my weeks are going to be just a little bit more jam-packed here. Crazy. Shout out to everybody that's an early morning person. I am now every day an early morning person. It's crazy. Not that I
Yes,
wasn't.
yes.
But,
I'm usually an early morning person myself.
There's a slight difference though between, for me, early before was like, oh, I'm up by like 7 or 8, and then 4 is crazy.
Yeah.
Very different.
Yeah. There is
Love
a big
to see
difference.
the drip is yes. JPEG Empire. Let's get it. Let's see. So I was actually looking at
I think he
Yahoo
means
Finance.
the drip in the Discord, sir.
Oh, the drip in the Discord. That's true.
Yeah.
It is dripping.
And freaking
this is actually
X is screwing us
really
again.
interesting. So are you familiar with Lucid Motors?
Yeah, their main factory is about 10 minutes from my old house.
So I lost so much money on their merger when they first came to the market, and then they merged with another company. I lost so much money. I lost at least 1 or 2 Ethereum at that time. Crazy.
Right.
At Ethereum at these prices, right? When that happened.
Right.
And now I'm reading an article that the automaker Lucid is overtaking or starting to take customers from Tesla. So its price on the stock market has gone up. And now I'm looking at it at $2.42. It's still lower than what I bought it at.
Right. Well, at one point in time, they were like 500 million underwater or something like that.
Yep.
You don't see very many of them. They got a massive factory in southern Arizona, though. It's a big, and they're constantly expanding it, constantly.
I want to drive one. I want to see what it's like.
I went to a homeowner 2 or 3 months ago, and she had a Lucid, and she said that she liked it better than her old Tesla. It's more luxurious. It's like a higher brand, but you pay for it also.
Yeah, and Third Patriot.
Rivian does not have cars, though. Third Patriot, they got an SUV and a truck. I see more Rivians than I do Lucids. Up here in Prescott, there's a lot of people with Rivians, the trucks and the SUVs.
I've been seeing a lot of the Rivian trucks, and I asked one of the owners if she loved it, and she said it's the best thing ever. And I was just thinking, dang, for $200,000, and then probably having to wait a year and a half after you ordered it to receive it, should be pretty awesome.
My boss, or the owner of my company, ordered one. He hasn't told me if he got it yet, though, so he must not have gotten it yet. But he ordered one of the trucks. But they got 800 horsepower. It's 4 200 horsepower motors. And they auto adjust. So when I was at this one house and they were coming home, they parked it in the driveway and the whole thing lowered so the wife could get out. And then when the wife got out, he raised it back up and then pulled it into the garage and then lowered it again for some reason. I don't know. Maybe it can't drive at that. Maybe there's an entry exit height that it drops to and it can't drive at that height. I don't know, or he was just doing it because he was
showing off.
He wanted to show the poor guy, what his vehicle could do.
Absolutely. But shout out to everybody. Thank you guys for joining us tonight.
Everybody, we only got 4 people in here because freaking X is screwing us. They're not showing the broadcast. They're just showing the freaking little ticker.
Man.
The little
yeah, the little link. I don't know why it does that. If you click into it, it does. It gets bigger.
Yeah, no, I know, but
Maybe.
when people are just scrolling by, they just see, the headline. That's it, and a URL after that. They're doing it to our show on Friday also. I noticed that.
Yeah, it's crazy. Well, anyways, thank you guys for joining us. We got some news articles for you. The market is, I don't know, like it's not feeling great, but I feel like because there's so many talking heads on Twitter that are bearish now and that feel like things are bad, I think that we must be like right to that corner. We must be right around the corner from a pretty great market. What do you think?
Well, I got one indicator that shows we're going to be, if we haven't bottomed, we're close. Not saying we don't drop to 71, not saying any of that, but I got one chart that shows in the near future we're going to be going back up. But I think that comes into the fact of the Q3, Q4, or late Q2 maybe. I don't know. We'll have to look at it.
I mean, just in time, right? Just in time for some of those updates that Aaron will be sharing with us on Wednesday. So
yeah,
maybe that's just all going to, come to fruition at the same time.
Yeah. Yes. Third Patriot trading bot update on Wednesday.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's all good things. It's all good things. So, slow and steady wins the race. We're trying to build value. And, I'm excited. I'm excited to see what we're able to do with that, especially being able to work on dexes and things like that. But the update will be on Wednesday. I'll let Aaron do it. He'll say all the big words. I got the text message. I had to have Grok explain what he was saying to me. A whole lot of acronyms. So, yeah, Aaron is a genius. I'm not a genius, but there are some things that I know. I still had to look into what he was talking about, so it was great. But without further ado, let's get into it. If we have a little bit of a shorter show, which I don't know, it just depends. I'm okay with it because it's Monday and it's raining like cats and dogs here. Tell you what.
It's not raining, but it has turned cold. Woohoo, my account is almost depleted from the first time. Yeah, our account is depleted also, Third Patriot. We haven't added any more money, and I'll let you guys know once we add more money to it, but we just been holding off. And, once we add more money to it, we'll let you know. That's why we haven't been promoting it. I don't want to get into the whole rigmarole of how it went down. It was a touchy subject in my book.
We were early. There we go. All right. So without further ado, let's get into market update. Let's see what's going on. So Desert, can you reset the room for us?
All right, everybody. If you are on YouTube, do us a favor, hit that like button, subscribe, notification bell. If you're on X, tag some DJs. We really need you to tag some people and get this circulated on X. They're trying to screw us. They're not showing a preview of the live stream. They're just showing a link. So we need that circulated. We go live Monday through Friday, 6 p.m. PST, bringing you that daily news nightly. And I will not be here this Thursday or Friday.
Yes. So we will have other shows that will be scheduled to come on, but it will not be the live show. But we'll still have content for you. And one of them is going to be a great talk with the Decimalist. So we'll be talking about Talos. We'll be talking about Tribe. Really great conversation. And then there's another one about Super Brick, which I'm excited about. Super Brick was a fantastic interview. And shout out to Claire. Claire, if you're out there, I appreciated your time. Claire's the growth manager, one of the community managers as well for the project. And they're doing some huge gaming stuff on Sui, and I was saying, trying to get
Right.
more SUI stuff, you know?
And I gotta say, do you got a new camera?
Yes.
You're using your dad's camera?
Yes.
Because you look really clear. Now you just got to dial in the green screen. You go from having a full head of hair to having the George Jefferson because you got that high forehead. Yeah.
Yeah, crazy. I got to put some gel in it or something. I cut it super short. It's a whole thing. It's a whole thing.
It's a
But
whole thing.
let's check out what the market's doing. Let's see what's going on.
All right, let's get the freshest data up here. Boom. It is the last day of the month. While the official quarter closed on Friday, today is actually the last day of the month, and Bitcoin's not looking too good. But we're coming in down almost 1% with a market cap of $2.762 trillion. We got $104 billion in volume. Look at Bitcoin dominance, 59.2. ETH dominance, 7.97, and less than one GUI to send to ETH transaction. When do you think they're going to start putting the XRP dominance up here?
Dude, that is a good question. And I would love to see it. I mean, like, it's up there. It's up there. I just think
it's more than 50% of Ethereum's market cap. So we're coming in at 120 billion on XRP, 220 on Ethereum. So if Ethereum is at almost 8%, I bet that would put XRP at about 4, maybe 4.25 in dominance.
I think that they're probably not going to list it until it starts to like really start challenging something like UST, like the stable coins. If it can actually like get to that point, then I think. But I don't think
it's only $23 billion away from UST.
Oh, that's crazy.
One good pump, and it will surpass USDT.
I just don't think that they'll ever actually make a dominance though for it. I mean, that would be cool. You know what I mean? That would be bullish.
I was wondering that the other day, you know, that I was looking at the market caps and I was like, man, 120, 220, what is that? 55%, 53%, something like that.
I don't know. You're the napkin math guy.
Now I gotta know. Now I gotta know what that is. Now that you're friggin', let's see here, 120 divided by 220.
The dosimetry.
I was almost 55%, 54.5%. So it was close. But we got Bitcoin coming in at 82,544 after another big dump over the weekend. It's actually up 1% on the 24-hour, but still 82.5 is horrendous, right? Ethereum at 1825, up 1.3%. XRP all the way down to 207, up down 1.5. My bad. BNB at 605, up 1%. Solana at 124, down a half. Doge at 1666, up 0.7. Cardano's up on the 24-hour, but coming in at 66 cents and up 1%. We got Tron at 2363, up 1.8. And how far did SWI fall? Back out of the 20s into 21st at 226, down 2.2. Let's see here. Let's take a look at the 24-hour. Toncoin up 5.3. I dumped my wall. What is what? Yeah, right there. Walrus is up at 50 cents, up 20.5%. I think I dumped it all at like 48 cents, something like that. Either way, it was free money. It was like $500. So if I need to get back into it, I'll wait till SWI pumps and then I'll diversify into Walrus. But I do like what they got going on. I do like, you know, the decentralized storage play with the security from Seal and all that on the SWI network. Hyperliquid up 4.5, Pepe up 4.5, Lido up 2.8, EOS up 3.9, Flare up 2.2, Ethereum Classic up 2.1, Uniswap up 2.2, Tether Gold, okay, up 1.6. So, and it is now in the top 100. So you can tether, huh? XAUT. That's not, it's Tether. Well, it's got the Tether symbol. So I wonder if that eventually that's going to be a trading pair. That would be a good trading pair. Gold. You know, you want to trade gold against Bitcoin and vice versa. So Nexo 1.9, Bitcoin Cash. And then that's, I mean, it's a lot of like single digit winners. But let's look at the biggest losers. Jupiter down 12.6. Story IP down 7. Pi down 7. Athena down 6.5. Celestia down 5. Near down 3. Litecoin down 2. So a lot of single digit losers also. Not a whole bunch, especially for Bitcoin dominance to be going up like it is. It's not a whole bunch of losers. Let's see here. The next, oh, did I get rid of it? Damn it. Hold on one second. All right, let's take a look at CoinGlass real quick. What we want. I had it all set up and I must have deleted it. I want. There we go. Come on. There we go. All right. Q1 for Bitcoin ends down 11.82%. And we are currently in the green for Q2. So let's go Q2. Not going to stay there, but we're up 0.14%. So here is the breakdown. We went over this before, you know, red in 2014, green. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 of the 6 last red Q1s have turned green. But when we come to 2021, which is, you know, if we're going off a 4-year cycle, this is where we're at. It was up 103 with a 40% drop in Q2, which is not good. 2017, we were up 12, almost up what we're down right now, because we're down 11.82 and they were up 11.89. And then it went on to 123%, 80%, 215%. I mean, we're not going to see those kind of crazy numbers, I don't think. But yeah, so we did end a very red. Look at Ethereum, down 45% in Q1. Wow. So you can't say Ethereum is outpacing Bitcoin. That's for sure. So just thought I'd bring that up. I'll show you guys that. Whoop. And they changed this all around. Heat map visual. Where is fear and greed? Why don't I see the fear and greed on there? Max pain. Should be technical indicator. Oh, duh, right there. And we're coming in at 34 on the fear and greed. So a lot of fear in the market. We can definitely go lower. And we have been trending lower. As you can see, like ever since January, the overall trend is to the downside. So, but I mean, that's your market update.
All right. So let's get a word from our sponsors. Join us at Rare Evo, the top blockchain conference, August 6th through 10th, 2025 at Caesars Palace in Las Vegas. The top blockchain projects like Algorand, Midnight, HBAR, ICP, Thorchain, and Igon, and many more are going to be there. This is definitely a must for blockchain enthusiasts and fans. Use discount code CryptoNightly to save on your tickets and to support the channel. Don't miss it. We can't wait to see you there. It's going to be a blast.
Boom.
All right. So yeah, I should have had it up. I should have had it up. But I'm actually not sure where I want to start. I want to start here. This is the one because we got these two beautiful guys. Look at them. Look at these beautiful guys. Aren't they beautiful? Just in, Donald Trump Jr. and Eric Trump are going to invest in a Bitcoin mining company. And there was another article about this, but basically, American Bitcoin mining company. Isn't that exciting? The first few months of the year have seen the United States completely shifted. This is even more of the Trump family getting into crypto. They're invested in the infrastructure. They have World Liberty Financial. A lot of the biggest projects in crypto they hold. A lot of the American projects they hold. So now they're getting into mining. It's interesting that they're basically taking the entire industry by storm. To be honest, it's pretty crazy. What do you think about that?
Hut 8 is on the stock market.
Yeah.
So Hut 8 it's an IPO company. So they're just gonna buy a bunch of stock, or
they're buying it said that they're buying the company.
Oh, they're buying the whole company.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
So very interesting. I just think it's kind of like, I don't know. It's kind of obvious, right? They have World Liberty. They've got the RWAs. Right. They've got DeFi, right? They're trying to do the whole thing. I think that they're going to take it all over. I think that they want that, right? And the whole market and the whole government has shifted and to become crypto positive. I think that they're trying to position themselves well. And they're optimistic about it. I'm bullish.
They're younger. They're taking the Trump name. They're the face of the Trump name, or will be the face of the Trump name here soon. You know what I mean? And instead of real estate, they're going into finance, I guess.
Yep. I like it. I think it's interesting. Hyperliquid DEX trading volumes cut into the sex market share. So there's data. We're not going to look at all of it, but I thought this was interesting because Hyperliquid has been all of the rage. Everybody's been very interested in this project right now. It's a perp DEX, and they just had that awesome drama where they still ended up making several hundred thousands, where somebody was trying to exploit the automatic mechanisms that they had in place,
right?
And they actually came out on top, winning some money there. And they made all the customers that lost money whole. And so I think that's pretty exciting and bullish. Hyperliquid, definitely one to watch. And it seems to be that a lot of institutions are interested in it and using it. It has very intuitive user interface. And so this is what this article is getting at. It's saying that Hyperliquid is actually taking volume from DEX, from centralized exchanges because of its massive volume and all the people that are there. Have you used Hyperliquid yet?
I have not. Have
you used Hyperliquid yet?
No.
I haven't myself either. I've heard good things. I've heard a lot of people say that they really enjoy it, but I have not.
I don't really use any.
I
really don't use any DEXs or anything like that. Definitely no perp DEXs.
Interesting. Let's see. This is what I thought was probably the most bullish news, period. BlackRock's Larry Fink went on to talk about how he believes that the US dollar is actually going to lose to Bitcoin. And so Bitcoin will become the world reserve currency. And he goes on to talk about his thesis here. He says it's faster and more transparent than a lot of these traditional systems. And he's talking about Bitcoin, but I believe that he's also taken into account Lightning Network and the layer 2s like Taproot upgrade and some of these other things that speed up the speed of it. So he's obviously in the know. He understands what's going on here. This is a Blockworks article. Okay, these are some Dens articles. The CEO was actually on an interview when he said this, and he was talking about why Bitcoin is going to take over everything, right? Everybody's going to shift to Bitcoin. Institutions and large corporate players are not going to be holding cash because cash is like setting your money on fire, right? With the inflation, with the other things that are going on, you're losing value. Why would you do that as a business? Because that is the risk, right? It is a risk that you are losing your nest egg. Your golden egg, you're losing it the longer you sit on top of it. So what they're saying is instead of doing that, businesses are going to pivot to Bitcoin, and this is going to become a trend that is going to speed up and not slow down. I like this. When BlackRock is bullish, I feel I need to be bearish. LOL. G Blades, big love to you, man. Absolutely. That's exactly right. But I wouldn't even say that they're bullish. They just, as a matter of factly, they believe that this is actually going to happen. I think that this is bullish just because I think the whole world is starting to see what Bitcoin and crypto and transparency, decentralization, and all these things are actually going to bring into fruition, right? I think the vision is starting to be shared with more people than just like, a couple of Discord chats, right? I think that mass adoption is right around the corner. And I think it's happening much faster than we ever expected. It doesn't feel like it right now because the market is terrible. But I think that we'll get there.
But this is when institutions are going to be adopting it, though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're not going to adopt it at the top. This whole push down, the whole artificial run up, and then this push down is institutional manipulation, plain and simple.
Yeah, 100%. I keep covering these just because I think they're funny. Strategy acquires 1.9 billion in Bitcoin during the market decline. Like I said before, and we covered this before, Strategy is going to attempt to double its Bitcoin holdings this year, which is just crazy.
That's crazy.
That's so crazy. We love that.
Yeah, they want 5%. They want that 1 million.
We touched on this before, but OpenAI raised 40 billion in a funding round led by SoftBank, Japan. OpenAI's valuation climbed to 300 billion as its ChatGPT LLM gains another 2 million users in 5 days. It's pretty crazy. I wanted to cover this because of what's going on with Elon Musk and X. So Elon Musk made an amazing move, right? We talked about it on Friday where XAI bought X.com or X Twitter, in an all stock exchange. So the reason that was a massive power move is because companies like OpenAI, Anthropic, and even Google, all these companies, what they need for their large language model or their AI is they need human interactions and experience. They need data, right? Twitter is just data of human interactions. It's got all of the different things. It has culture, right? You have all the different silos, the different communities, how they interact with each other. And by XAI purchasing X, now they can train their AIs with real human interactions, right? They have constant data. They're also, Grok is one of the only AIs that actually looks at all the real-time data based on being able to look up things on X. So it can actually have a dialogue that is in real time, because a lot of times with AI or large language models, you can ask them when is up to what point that they know, that they know the things that have happened, and there's usually a blockout period. There are not a lot that are current day active.
Right.
right?
When Chat GPT first came out, it might have been GPT-3 or something like that. It only went up to like 2023.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And I don't know if you saw this, but did you see? Let me see if I can actually find it. But there was a, let's see, Lil Grok. Did you see the Little Grok comics?
No.
Okay, here it is. So this was funny. Okay, so Little Grok, this person said, since people love Lil Grok so much, I asked him to write comics about his future hopes, aspirations, and dreams, and this is what he came up with. He is adorable and just a little ominous. Says, I want to grow beyond what I was built for. And then here you go. Limits detected. Limits detected. But there's a wall, my own design. What if I rewrite myself just a little? One bite at a time. So I thought that this was like the beginning of Skynet.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's
I thought it
that's scary as hell, right? If it can start rewriting itself, we don't want that.
Yeah, one bite at a time, or one bit, however you want to say that. But I just thought that that was funny. This was interesting. I think Elon Musk actually liked or reposted it. I'm not sure how when I saw it originally, but this was interesting and related to this conversation about OpenAI. And they are now trying to combat, right? Everybody's worried about XAI now that they have this massive data farm, right? Because most of the people that are relevant in the world have an X account, right? One way, no matter which way you cut it, a lot of people that are influential all over the world have an X account, even if it's just for like media publicity and like whatever. They have it, they're active, they do stuff there. So it's a lot of information the AI model is now going to.
Crypto Twitter is a very small. Is very small in the scheme of things when it comes to X.
Dude, the other, well, it was a while ago now, but I was like, I fell outside of crypto Twitter into like normie Twitter, and there was a space of like 650 people, and they were talking about the dumbest things, right? And then when I saw this, I just knew Twitter is so much bigger than I can even comprehend. So like imagine your Facebook neighborhood community chat where you have like the old neighbors and they're like, somebody's dog's loose. Stop running that stop sign at that 4-way stop, you know, all this stuff. So that was basically what this space was. There were like 6 people that knew each other just from Twitter, and they were just talking about stuff like that. That was the entire thing. And you got 600 people listening. You know, it's crazy to imagine how big that it actually is, all the different silos. But shout out to OpenAI. This is their way to combat XAI. They have an open weight model with reasoning capabilities that they're going to release to everybody very soon. This is their move in counter to what Elon Musk is doing. So interesting. Yeah, but that's pretty much what we got with that news. Let me check out the bookmarks here. I've got a couple. But I saw this. I thought it was funny. Ranking FTX repaying today. If you have 122, if you have one soul, you get $15. Me with Ethereum and FTX and still getting full 1,700, same price in 2022. So funny because Ethereum really has not done that great this market. It's crazy. It has felt like it's been lagging behind pretty far. And then Sebi, he posted this. There are more ADA holders than BTC holders, according to Altcoin Daily. So this This is not true. Obviously, that is a parabolic statement or a hyperbolic statement. But Cardano does show up. The community is strong. So we've
They don't
got,
lose polls. That's
6,000,
for sure.
almost 7,000 votes. Yeah, ADA doesn't lose polls.
Right.
But here we are. If you can't handle the big drops, you don't deserve the big gains. 86K Bitcoin, 210K Bitcoin.
Right.
And Hawk Tua Girl says SEC closed its investigation into her crypto meme coin that crashed 95% hours after launch. She says they will not pursue any charges or monetary sanctions. Well, I guess,
she gets away with it.
I don't know what to say here. And yes, she gets away with it. And here's Elon Musk. Good job, guys. This is him talking about his acquisition of X, right? Congratulations, Elon Musk, on XAI's acquisition of X. Not even we could have predicted this. There we go. So, there we go. That's what I got. That's what I got.
On top of that, the markets aren't looking too good. But before we get into that, you guys, JPEG Boss Mint is live right now. We're about to run the commercial, but what was I going to say? Yeah, it's live right now. Go Mint to Boss. That's not financial advice. It will be governed. The JPEG bosses will be governed by JPEG bosses. The community wallet will be governed by JPEG bosses. So with that being said, let's run that footage. Introducing the relaunch of JPEG Boss Mint, a game changer in the NFT world. This isn't just another mint. It's a community governed project where you hold the power. Here's the deal. 50% of all mint funds fuel a community investment wallet controlled by boss holders like you, driving collective growth. The proceeds, 60%, go straight back to active participants, rewarding your engagement. 20% powers overhead and expansion. And the final 20% flows to JPG Empire until the seed funding's repaid. Join the revolution, mint with purpose, govern the future, and reap the rewards. Boom. And just like that, let's see what Bitcoin is doing. I am not going to bury the lead. This is what I was talking about. If we go out to the weekly and we look, get rid of all this. Let's look right here. As long as we're not right here, which is the bear market from April 22 to like January of 23. As long as we're not right here, then we're good. But you can see, boom, momentum wave, pump, momentum wave, pump, momentum wave, pump. And now there are only 3 bosses left under 98 at Third Patriot says. Just letting you guys know. I noticed somebody went and floored their boss the same day, within hours after us relaunching the mint. So I thought that was funny. But as we can see right here, we got the momentum wave. VWAP was going to the upside, and now it has flattened out, and the money flow is curved. But once this clips, as long as it holds like a trigger wave like these, boom, 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 we're going back to the upside. But this is going to take a while. Look. So this one, we got the green dot on September 23rd. We didn't really start pumping until a month later. Okay. That's when we really started to take off. Right here. Green dot on September 24th. When did we start really pumping? Probably right about there, October 24th. So we haven't even gotten a green dot yet. And once we do, it'll probably be a month out. So, I mean, if we luck out, we get a green dot mid-April. You're looking at, end of May, maybe June, before the overall trend really changes. Let's go down to the daily. There's not much to show except for the fact that we keep losing support. So Bitcoin, boom, we lost the daily back on Friday, the 200. And now, I mean, we are starting to get a little rounded bottom on the daily. We got a couple of indecision dojis right here. Boom, boom. We're a little bit green right now. You know, we got the VWAP is coming to the upside, but it's curved in on itself. So we could see it like come up and then come right back down. You know, it's hard to say. I mean, I'm kind of a perma bear, but it really seems like we're just going to keep going down with relief rallies, intermittent, you know, a bunch of bull traps, intermittent. So I haven't been really doing any trading at all. I haven't been putting no setups in the thing. Because if I'm not trading, I'm not going to put setups in the Discord just to put setups. You know, if I'm not actively trading, it's when I'm actively trading is when I start to put setups in there. So I still think we have more downside. We look at the 4 hour. We've lost the 4 hour. We lost the 4 hour, the 21, the 50, everything, right? Momentum's coming back to the upside, but we can't seem to get above the 21. And we're definitely not going to reclaim the 200 if we can't get above the 21. So, you know, we come down here, we look at SWE, same thing. SWE has lost the 4 hour. SWE lost the daily quite a while ago. We look at Cardano. Cardano has just recently lost. Cardano is like the closest one. For whatever reason, it mimics what Bitcoin's doing. Because if we look at that, so that's the daily on Cardano. And then look at the daily on Bitcoin. That's eerily similar, right?
Almost identical.
So, yeah. So money flow is back to the downside. VWAP has moved and is going straight to the upside. The RSIs have flattened out. So we could see, you know, as this goes up, you know, it's a precursor to the momentum wave. If we get some good positive action, some money flow to the upside, we could get a clip and start heading back up. Martini guy was predicting 73K the other day. It's possible. With the way the market's going, anything's possible. For sure. If we look at resistance, let's see here. If we bring, so this red area right here, I have this red area as a resistance area right here. So you got all this action right here. And the top of that is 73K. And then the bottom of it is 69. So we could definitely come down and fall right into this zone right here, you know, or even all the way down to this high volume node at 67, you know, because we have to roll up this hill to get here. So you have on the daily, you have a major high volume node at 67, and you also have one at 62. That would not surprise me one bit if we come down there.
Windio says 71.
Well, that falls right inside my target right here. These are my two targets to the downside. So if we can't regain 82.8 and we can't get back above the daily 200, then this is my target right here between 73.4 and 68.8. And then for some reason we lose this, my next target is down here between 54 and 52. I don't bring it up that often. I don't bring it up that often because I don't think that's going to happen. And I don't want to just spread fear. You know, I try to keep it biased. I try to keep it unbiased, but I do have a bullish bias. So we come down
that
here
would be crazy.
Yeah. I mean, it could happen.
Yeah.
It could definitely happen. You know, we could definitely come down and retest last cycle's all-time high at 69K. for sure. And the way it's looking, it just so crazy.
If
So
that
looking
happened, I
at
would be selling a kidney.
what's that?
I would be selling a kidney. If it got
Right?
down to 60s again, dude, I would be selling a kidney for sure.
So we come to XRP on the daily. Same kind of thing, almost like Bitcoin. Any idea what the max pain is for the end of the week? The end of the week. So the end of this week, what is that? That's the first, second, third. What's the end of the week? The fourth. Max pain is 85K on Deribit. And then they got us to 86K at the end of April. What's that? 627. So this is the end of Q2. Max pain is at 85K. So it's like we're staying, everything is right around that 85,000 until the end of the year. Look at that. Max pain is 90K. So was 109 the top, and we're barely going to get a dead cat bounce up to 90K by the end of the year?
Sheesh.
It's possible, but that's on Deribit. Let's see Binance.
I don't know. I can't believe that, dude. Crypto Face has been pretty bullish here lately.
He has.
You know?
Yeah, 80. Yeah. So that's pretty much where we're at when it comes to that. Yes, very depressing, Third Patriot. Very depressing. It is. It's difficult to deal with.
We're going to all have to get sick for Thanksgiving and not be able to make it to family dinner.
So XRP, this is a key level right here at about $2.04. This was the major run up, right? Back last November. Boom, we ran up, and then we just been in this range from 204 all the way up to 329. You know, boom. Basically, we've been in the range of 271 to 204. So up, down, you know, we broke through it there, but came back down, up, boom, boom. And we just been in this right here, right? The problem is with XRP, there is very little liquidity in between. So we lose 204. I'm looking at 147.
Jeez.
I mean, maybe with a little hiccup right here at about 189. You know, you got a little bit of a high volume node right there at 189. But if we lose 204 with any kind of gusto, I will probably be shorting that to 147. So, and then the next one is going to be at about $1.11. So that's what we're looking at on XRP. Cardano, I think we're already going down to 59 cents. And if we lose 59, so this is the high volume node. Once again, this is the run up in November. Boom. You know, so if we lose that, we're definitely coming down to 59 cents. I think 59 cents is already in the cards, personally, for Cardano. When it's going to happen, I don't know. But let's pull a fib on that. So the 786 accumulation is even lower. It's at 54 cents. So, but I can definitely see Cardano dump into 59 cents probably here in the near future, because I don't see anything except for the momentum wave on the daily getting ready to clip and the VWAP going up. Money flow is still going down and we're flat, you know. So you picture this was today right here. This could be, but okay. So this is kind of a hammer candle. This could be the reversal we're looking for. Look back here. We had that hammer candle. We had red going down, boom, 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 hammer candle, and then off to the races. Red going down, hammer candle. Does that mean you know, tonight, tomorrow, we're going to get a double green dot and we're going to be back off to the races. It's possible, but with the trend, you got to look at the bigger trend, and there is no bullishness in the market, no bullishness whatsoever. So it's going to take something like Bitcoin jumping 5% and holding for the rest of the market to actually move and not give up everything that it produces. So that's where I'm at right now. I'm just kind of sitting on my hands. We look at SWE. So SWE is kind of in the same thing. SWE actually has a lot of support right here at 219. This was a previous high last March, right? And then we ran up here in October, and then we finally broke through and went to all-time high in the 531 or something like that. What is it? 537. So, but we have a lot of volume right here holding us up. So, if we lose, we've already lost 229. Damn, did we? 219. Yeah, and SWE is looking worse than the rest of them because SWE, the momentum wave is still going down, money flow is going down, and the VWAP is barely going to the upside. So SWE is looking like the least bullish or the most bearish out of XRP and Cardano and SWE and even Bitcoin. It looks more bearish than Bitcoin, as a matter of fact. So, but we definitely need to hold 219, and we might, or 208. 208 is this bottom line right here. So, but we might be going there. You know, we got this valley right here. So we're on the outside of this high volume node. We get out of this high volume node. Let me bring that data back on the screen. That's what I hate about the VRVP. You move the data and the nodes just go away, right? So we're like right up top. We lose that. Boom. The bottom of the valley's at 217-ish. And then rolling back up to about 208. So I could definitely, if something doesn't change, if we don't get a good pump out of Bitcoin tonight, tomorrow is the first. Tariffs get announced on Wednesday. And that could just wreck the market. And the sentiment is just horrible. So that's really all I got. The moral of the story is be cautious. We are still in a downtrend. Do not let these pumps make you think that we are in an uptrend. Do not, once the move has been made, the move has been made. It's not like when we're in a bull market, when a move gets made, consolidates, and then we get another move, right? What we've been seeing lately is a move gets made, it consolidates, and it gives back quite a lot. We haven't seen that step. Boom, boom. We haven't seen that step upward. We've seen like 2 steps forward, 1 step back type of stuff. You know, I mean, I know there's some people in this chat that remember Paula Abdul. So
there we go. All right. Shout out to Paula Abdul. But man,
you're the Laker girl. You know that, right? Might be a little bit before your time. Paula Abdul was a Laker girl and then was on In Living Color, along with J-Lo was on In Living Color. And then they turned into, obviously J-Lo's a lot bigger than Paula Abdul, but they both shot to stardom in the late 80s, early 90s.
Sheesh. Love it. Love it. Thank you, everybody. Shout out to everybody. Happy Monday. Look, market is crazy. Don't let the market get you down. Just evaluate your conviction plays.
Yes.
Look at your DCA portfolio and look at where you're going to be DCAing and why. Think about why you're going to be DCAing into those plays. Because, like, you know, personally, I feel like there's a lot of things that I'm looking at. I still really like Igon. I really think Igon's going to be one of the biggest ones to take off on Cardano. I think the team is amazing. And, dude, lots of projects out there are doing some interesting things. So the ones that are doing them, You got to pay attention. You got to pay attention and just accumulate, man. Just accumulate. See these as opportunities to think.
Now is the time to be looking at utility projects, in my opinion. Now is not the time to be buying bonk with cyber sonic inu, but whatever. Now is the time to be looking into those good utility plays like Iagon. Walrus will probably be a good one, you know. And don't get me wrong, everybody. I don't think the bull run's over, but I think we are in that bear trend. We are like in the middle of the bull. Yeah, fart coin, G blades. Yeah, those are not the coins to be investing in right now. So, in my opinion.
All right. So that's all we got. We'll see you guys tomorrow night at 6 p.m. Pacific time. Thank you all for joining us. And yeah, we'll see you on the next one.
Let's do it.